In our AI Center of Excellence, we have guiding principles. And the guiding principles involves safety, reliability, transparency, equity, and ethical AI practices. And I'll highlight Chai, that has been instrumental in developing a lot of these practices. We've adopted a lot of them from them. And I think the other thing we have to think about is, how do you set up not just your guiding principles, but how do you set up your system so the appropriate checks and balances exist, so that one person is not in charge of both the regulation of AI and the adoption of AI. You need those checks and balances to make sure that everybody is performing safely. And so that's why we've set up both a Center of Excellence and an AI Steering Committee, and that both of those regulatory and I would say one is a regulatory body and the other is an action-oriented body. But the regulatory body that oversees the Center of Excellence is made up of different people and overseen by a different group of people. In particular, people that have a wide variety of inputs, from diversity, equity, and inclusion, to legal and compliance, to patient safety, to operations, and to clinicians, who we think are a valuable source of input. So being able not just to put the principles in place, but to actually develop the practices that so you can, how do you say this? So you can walk what your talk is really important when you're designing a system to operationalize and rapidly implement artificial intelligence at scale. AI makes a great co-pilot. It makes a really bad pilot, right? So you always need to make sure there's humans in the loop. And you have to make sure that those humans don't view the AI as something that's going to take their job or replace them, or ultimately sideline them, right? So it has to be designed in such a way that the workflow that the AI helps the human and doesn't feel like it's taking over the job. So you have to be able to look at that. And then you also have to make sure that whatever workflow you're inserting your tool into, that there is opportunity within that workflow for AI to actually make it better, and that the safety profile is there. So for example, clinically oriented AI has, in my mind, a much higher bar of safety than non-clinically oriented AI. AI presents itself with a novel set of risks, and particularly generative AI and neural networks AI, or what we call non-deterministic AI. So instead of outputting a sort of like yes/no decision based off of a bunch of rules, you're training AI based off of behavior. And so in a sense, AI is not programmed like a computer program. It's trained like an employee. And so you have to be sure that whenever you're training it the right way. And I think that creates a novel set of challenges, right? AI can help you to really increase and enhance patient care. It can also create great computer viruses and help people design nuclear weapons, right? So being able to make sure that the ethics is baked in from the beginning is really important when you develop training.